Hey, 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 hey. Gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Thursday morning. It is June 6th, and it's 2:55 in the a.m. And I am beginning my morning readings, and I'm reading just for today. And the reading starts off with recovery doesn't happen overnight. And I have been sharing this sentiment with the people who I've provided counseling service to and the people who I've mentored over the years. I've been providing this very same statement. First, let me just read the opening statement, and I'm going to share one of my life messages, one of my what I call my KB isms. Amen. So the opening statement is 12 Steps of Narcotics Anonymous are a progressive recovery process established in our daily living. So the 12 steps, you can work the steps with your sponsor. You can, live the 12 steps. You can live those out, right? But they should be progressing as you progress. They should develop as you develop. Your concept of what the 12 steps are should broaden as you grow as a human being. Amen. So let me get back to the statement that recovery doesn't happen overnight and tell you my KBism. We live in a society that, I want to say, embraces immediate gratification. So we live in a society that feeds that addict voice, that addict mind, that I want what I want when I want it, and I want it now. And we're constantly reinforcing that. And if you don't believe me, the reason that we have a national debt is because of the conspicuous consumption. I want what I want when I want it. I want it now. And dare I say, I want it in multiple colors. Because that's how we purchase things. Costco and shopping clubs would not exist if we didn't buy in bulk. And then we didn't buy it on the cheap. Okay? Did you hear what I just said? So, let me put it in a spiritual context. Sin in our lives would be drastically reduced, but we enjoy it in bulk and we get it cheap. We get it cheap, but the price that we really pay is costly. Okay, and put that out there. Okay, so that being said, getting back to my KBism, just the desire for immediate gratification. Back in the day, and I say back in the day because some of you guys know my real age. Back in the day, when you wanted something to eat, you had to cook, you had to prepare, you had to wait. There was no crock pot, there was no microwave. Something had to be prepared, So, even the most simplest of things required pot or pan, oven, and again, some kind of preparation. And you had to wait. Amen? Now, we're the type of society, or the type of people, that will stand in front of a microwave and say, hurry up. Why? Because I want what I want when I want it. I want it in multiple colors, so I'm going to get it in bulk. See, when you talk about addiction and you put it in real life practical terms, and you tell yourself that I'm not in recovery, that's one of the greatest lies you could ever tell yourself. The writer says, after some time in recovery, we may find we are faced with what seems like overwhelming personal problems, angry feelings, and despair. When we realize what's going on, we may wail, "But I've been working so hard. I thought I was." Recovered? Maybe. Hardly not. Since over and over we hear that recovery is an ongoing process and that we are never cured, we can go into remission. Think about that. But see, don't let your pride trick you into believing that you've overcome some certain things in your life. Don't let your pride do that to you. It's a setup. You know, you've heard me say over and over again, time and time again, you know, it's like breaking a limb. You know, when you do that, you tend to favor, and that limb reminds you that it was once broken. You know, a pain here, a ache there, you know, when the weather changes, you know, or it locks up, it reminds you that it's there. Tend to it. You know, don't live in denial about certain aspects of your life. You know they're there. It's like, I received a message one time, you talk about being angry too much. I know it's there. You know, and it would be silly of me, you know, to have this beast roaming around. If I know it's there and I have the opportunity to cage it and, you know, just keep it where it needs to be, safe, locked away, I'm going to do that. And, you know, just like any wild animal, you can tame it to a certain extent, but it just takes the right situation and the right circumstances to wake that beast up. And it's the same for sin in our lives. Know it's there, know what it's capable of, and take care of it. Now, everything at some point, everything that's living will die a natural death at some point. But while it's living, take care of it. Know it's there. Amen.